Update on my vinyl collection. AC/DC Back in Black. Aerosmith Greatest Hits. The Alarm Standards. America History Greatest Hits. Angel, White Hot, and Live Without a Net. The Best of Eric Burdon and the Animals. Aphrodite Child 666. Debut Asia. Aztec Hammer Knife. Best of BTO and Bad Company. Beach Boys Endless Summer. Beatles 1. Beach Boys Greatest. Local Flavor Best of the Best of Chuck Berry. Through a Big Country. The Best of Big Country. Local Flavor Black Oak, Arkansas. Ranch and Roll Live. Sabbath Solar Soul for Rock and Roll. Local Flavor Jetty Blackfoot. Autographed copy of Live in St. Louis, July 16 of 82. Best of Blondie. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Greatest Hits. VOCETL Live. Debut Boston. Late Great Bowie Changes 1. Best of Bread. And Greatest Hits of Birds and Carpenters and Cars and CSNY. So Far, Timepieces, Best of Eric Clapton. $1 Billion Babies by the Alice Cooper Band, as well as their greatest hits and Alice's debut solo album. Welcome to My Nightmare. Best of Alice Costello and Heavy Cream and CCR Chronicle and Jim Crochet greatest hits and CSNY So Far debut of Christopher Cross and The Cure, Standing on the Beach, the singles, and Charlie Daniels Band, Decade of Hits, very best of Deep Purple and Diamond, greatest hits 1 and 2, and Live, Dire Straits with Alchemy, and the best of the Doobies, and the greatest hits of The Doors, and Dylan 1 and 2, and of course ELO's greatest hits, and greatest hits of Eagles 1 and 2, and Songs to Learn and Sing, Echo and the Bunnymen, best of Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and their debut and their live album, Welcome Back My Friends, debut of The Firm, Reach the Beach by The Fix, and Best of Firefall, Rumors by Fleetwood Mac and their greatest hits, and Foghead's Full Feather City and live album, and Frampton Comes Alive, and 400 Records, and Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Welcome to Pleasure Dome, Ace Frehley, Genesis' best album selling by the pound, Seconds Out, Live, and of course, Abacab, and Three Sides Live, and their self-titled, and The Best of the Dead, and The Guess Who, and GNR debut, Appetite for Destruction, and then, of course, Arlo Guthrie's Alice's Restaurant, Heart, Dreamboat Annie, and Little Queen, and self-titled, and Hendrix Spanish Hits, Roger Hodgson, In the Eye of the Storm, Listen Like Thieves, In Excess, of course, Iron Butterflies, In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida, and James Gang Rides Again, Worst of Jefferson Airplane, Best of Toll 1 and 2, Billy Joel Greatest Hits 1 and 2, and 1, 2, 3 Greatest Hits, Elton John, and Janis Joplin Greatest Hits, and Journey Greatest Hits, and Best of Kansas, and their Leftoverture, and Point of No Return, and their Two for the Show Live, and Carole King Tapestry, and King Crimson, Young Person's Guide, Best of, and Kiss with Destroyer, and Double Platinum, and Zeppelin 4, and the Mothership Box, and Little River Band with their greatest hits, and Best of the Love and Spoonful, and even Golden Platinum by Skynyrd, and Mamas and Papas Greatest Hits, and Barry Manilow Greatest Hits, and also Marshall Tucker Band Greatest Hits, and Bed Off Hell Meatloaf, and Greatest Hits of Steve Miller Band, and then Local Flavor Missouri debut album, Monkeys Greatest Hits, This Is a Moody Blues and all their classic albums as well. I won't go into all of them. And then Nirvana Best of, and Nugent Great Gonzo's and Local Flavor, Ozark Mountain Daredevils Best of, Alan Parsons Project Best of, Local Flavor, The Sound of the Bell, Pavlov's Dog, Best of Peter, Paul, and Mary, and Patty, and Elvis Presley 1, and Floyd's collection of great dance songs. Best of, and of course, best album ever made by them, Dark Side of the Moon, and The Wall, and Final Cut, Police, Every Breath You Take, the singles. Best of Procol Harum, which has my cousin Robin Trower. Psychedelic Furs, Best of All of This and Nothing. Queen Greatest Hits. REM Eponymous. Local Flavor, REO Speedwagon. Decade Rock and Roll, and High Infidelity. And of course, radio hits OK Computer, Late Great, Jerry Rafferty, City to City, Ramones Mania, Red Hot Chili Peppers Greatest Hits, Walk on the Wild Side, Best of the Late Great Lou Reed, and Hot Rocks, and Rewind by the Stones, and Greatest Hits 1 and 2 by Linda Ronstadt, Rush's first live album, All the World's a Stage, and Hemispheres and their best album, Moving Pictures, second live album, Exit Stage Left, underrated, Grace Under Pressure, Santana Greatest Hits, Bob Seger, Live Bullet, and Stranger in Town, and the Bullocks, Nevermind the Pistols, and Carly Simon, Best of, and Best of Simon and Garfunkel, and Simon Solo, and the Smiths, Halfway Hollow, and the Bosses, Born in the USA, Billy Squire, Don't Say No, Local Flavor, Star Castle, Steely Dan's Greatest Hits, and Gold, Steppenwolf Greatest Hits, and Cat Stevens, and Rod Stewart with Play It Again Rod, and Greatest Hits, and Strokes is this it. My Ever Changing Moods by Style Console, Caught in the Act, Local Flavor, Sticks, Live, Sublime, Squeeze, East Side Story, and also singles. The Tramps, all their albums. I won't go on into all of them. Triumph, Classics, Best of Three Dog Night, Tears for Fears, Songs from the Big Terrier, Talking Heads, Stop Making Sense, James Taylor, Greatest Hits. And then you have Rick Wakeman, Six Wives, Henry VIII, Who's Next, Kids All Right, and their Greatest Hits, and Wings Greatest, and Ecstasy Skylarky, Classic Yes, Decade, Neil Young, Best of ZZ Top, Frank Zappa, Strictly Commercial, Zebra's debut, and all of Yes's classic albums. Thank you.